welcome to another episode of Live with the Glitter Practitioner. That is me. I have no idea what episode we are on. I really don't. Thank you for joining me. For those of you who don't know me, I am a GP. No, stop it. You can't do that. Oh my goodness me. Okay, let's start again. 1, 2, 3. Hi, I'm Dr. Noopy. I'm a GP in the UK and I am very tired, which is why I totally went brain dead there just then. I am a general practitioner, family physician. I am also a spiritual and transformation life coach, a speaker, and soon to be published author. And my passion is empowering others to really tune in to their whole self-health needs, understand how to bring their needs into balance, recognizing what these are, how to realign, and how to keep them restored. And this came from a time in my life which was extremely painful and hideous. It was horrible. It's about 12, 13 years ago, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I really wouldn't, because it was really where this deeper understanding of health needs really came from. And that was through my burnout. And that's how I created my F list, which is a framework that shows you how to keep these needs in alignment. And I think the best way to show you how that might feel is through my brand story, which was created by the insanely talented Devin James Stinson. And I think he's just captured the essence of really understanding what these needs are and how that makes you feel. I think without further ado, Mr. Producer, may we have the brand story, please?
Follow the light through the storm. And this is not a light that warns, it's a light that forms on the pathway ahead. So you can maneuver around disaster instead of getting stopped by the obstacles. It just takes changing the obstacles. And then the impossible turns to possible. And then the storm lifts. You're no longer adrift. Breathe, focus, you've got this. Ahead you see a figure, a kind soul, and on the inside it feels like you might glow. Your endless cycles of cyclones have been turned to a breeze that just slightly blows. You're adorned with glitter, where you literally feel like a kid again. And this is when you realize how much of your life you've missed. And then you talk more with Dr. Noopy Aurora, who will holistically change your aura, where you and the new you won't be like strangers. No, you'll be like friends. Because this whole process is simply life-changing. So if you're feeling frazzled and you want to find your fizz and dazzle, then book a call with Dr. Noopy Aurora by messaging her right here on LinkedIn.
Oh, that's so soothing. I absolutely love that. And I needed that today. I really did. I think without further ado, I'm going to bring my utmost, most favourite, incredible big brother, Russ Hedge, who happens to be my producer and sponsor of Live with the Glitter Practitioner. Come on down.
Woo!
Oh,
Hello. How is
Hi.
Noopy? You're looking great.
Oh, thank you. I'm feeling a bit depleted, I'll be really honest. I can't believe I lost my train of thought at opening the show. Seriously.
It was great.
Crazy. Apart from all the giggles, and I'm like, I don't even know who I am. Oh my God.
As long as you just keep giggling, we're all good. That's
But
it.
that's the thing with live streaming. It's kind of like, I can't believe I just did that, for fuck's sake. Anyway,
I
thank
think
you
we're
for your-
gonna give you a new nickname,
What's that?
the Glitter Giggle Queen. There you go.
I like it. I don't feel very glittery and giggly, but thank you. I've had
You
a
bet.
very long day, and it's
Yes.
been extremely, it's just been lots of very intense cases, is what I would say. And I've just been working a lot.
I think that's one thing that we can all really evaluate in our lives is,
Mhm.
are we working a little too much? Yes, that's something to
I
think
know,
about.
I know, but
Just your big
Fred,
brother talking. That's it.
true, but it is more about, I guess, taking that respite time, which I do. And I think there are so many different underlying things. I'm just waffling now. Anyway, it's not about me. It's about
Oh, it
you.
is. No, this is all about you. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
So tell me, Noopy. Tell me
Yeah.
more about you and your extremely busy clinic schedule.
Okay. Really? Okay, fine. I will. I'll
Yeah,
just get
come
it
on.
out. Okay, cool. So it's long hours is what I'd say, but I think, oh, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, to be honest. It's my eyes. They're playing up again. Screen time, not because I'm going on LinkedIn or, my phone. It's more really about being when I'm working. And it's been intense. There's been some really tough stuff. But I love what I do. I wouldn't change it, but
Right.
circumstances are that this is what I have no choice at the minute. This is what I need to do.
Well,
So,
and they need you because the
yeah,
fact that you have people coming in with heavy problems, medical, and probably way beyond that, emotional. They need somebody
massively.
like you to really meet that head on. I know that because you and I have talked about this before.
Yeah.
Doctors can make such a difference with how they deal with you, and the doctors through all that I've been going through, have been so caring and taking time with me and not rushing through things. That's been a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody said to me today, um, she just said to me today, can I keep you? Can you come over here and just stay with me, kind of thing? And I was like, you've got this. You've got this. You'll be fine. Just keep doing your breathing and, anyway.
Well,
It is what it is.
medical issues are all consuming because it's your body, it's your
Mhm.
life, and it consumes everything that you're doing. I mean, again, I can just say from my current situation, all that I'm going through is consuming my thoughts and my
Yeah,
mind and my
yeah,
body. I mean, physically,
yeah.
constantly. It's not like something I just think about every now and then.
No.
This whole blood sugar issue, my
Yeah.
buddy who had diabetes for type 1 diabetes since he was a kid, he told me there's probably not 5 minutes to go by in my life that I don't think about my blood sugar because
Yeah.
I'm planning, I'm
Yeah.
calculating, and
It kind of
you're,
takes over, doesn't it?
yeah, it does.
Mm.
And, all of it does. So whatever the issue is that people have, that's why they come to you and that's why they need you.
How are you anyway? I know you got your surgery coming up. How are you feeling?
I am doing good, actually. I've got, I'm mostly a little stressed about just taking care of all the things I need to take care of ahead of time. And then just because I had so much extra time, but it was more important, we crammed in, I would say crammed in. No, we scheduled in a quick trip down to California to see my son and daughter-in-law.
Nice.
And then we're flying back in on the 4th of July and we're driving my dog to the beach because my poor dog is a shaking, drooling mess with all the fireworks. Our house is like a war zone. And
Oh,
even though
yes.
they're illegal in Oregon,
Are they?
you have never been to a fireworks display like is blown up right around my house. I mean, my neighbors directly beside me, and they just don't uphold the law. They just let it happen.
Oh
So,
my.
they just fire him off like crazy. And the poor dog is shaking the whole time. So we have a nice time with my son
Oh,
and daughter-in-law. And then we're
nice.
actually going to have a nice time with our dog because she'll be able to rest and
Yeah.
relax and not be in the middle of it. And
Wow.
come back, have a day, and then I have surgery. And
Oh
so,
my gosh. Do you know what? I think that's a really good idea because I think getting away, doing your, sorry, I'm just messing with my hair. I've just not had time to do something like Wurzel Gummidge. For those of you in the UK who are old enough to remember Wurzel Gummidge, I feel like Wurzel Gummidge basically. And I look like Aunt Sally with my red rosy cheeks, for God's sake. I think that's a really good idea because it keeps it's always going to be there. What's going to happen? How are
yeah.
things going to be? But it just keeps your mind distracted and you're with the people who you love. And
Yeah.
that's what I would do too. Yeah.
Well, and I think that we need, and I'm learning this all the time, we need to stop and think, because my first thought was, I have so much to do. I don't have enough time. But you know what? You have time for what you make time for.
Yeah.
And the people that you love and that are around you are
Yes.
the most important. And so
Yes.
that's why my beautiful wife and I are going to take a couple days. I am going to have to be really careful because we're on an airplane the week of my surgery. So I got my N95 mask. I'm all ready. I'm going to make sure and
Okay.
mask up and stay healthy because, I mean, when you're getting crammed in an airplane with all those people. So I am being
Yeah.
very, very careful. But you're right. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a good distraction. And then I will just hammer down on Thursday. And then Friday morning, we go in about 6 a.m. At 7:30 a.m. I'm the first surgery on the docket. I like that. The doctor's fresh. It's the beginning of a day. They're not like giggling and a hysterical mess because they've been working too many hours.
Yeah, exactly. Or just messing around going, yeah, how are you today? Oh,
No surgery for you now, that's for sure.
yeah. Oh, well, thank you for, do you know what? Sometimes you do need to lean on others. Like this today when we were just starting the show and I'm like literally going, oh no, I'm not feeling it today. And that doesn't happen very often. But I just needed 15, 20 minutes, half an hour of that downtime and just recouping. And then I can give back out again. And that's exactly what I did. But thanks for the messages because that made me feel much better.
You're welcome.
I feel fine now. I mean, come on.
Come on. Well, you know what? That's because we need that little pickup every now and then. And I always say it, we're better together and we help each other out and everybody lifts each other up. And you know what? But we need that rest. And, we need to make sure we don't overdo things too much. And so I'm really feeling good overall about, where I'm at. I've got a little bit of stress about getting everything taken care of, but I'm making good progress. And so I'm happy. I got to go. They've set me up with a new continual glucose monitor. So it's CGM, and so I'm taking it to.
They're really good.
I picked one up from my pharmacy, and I'm taking it to my doctor that I'm heading to right after we're done here, and then I'm going to have him help me put it on. So that I can start being monitored. And the cool thing is the doctor at OHSU, where I'm having everything done, the endocrinologist there can get all my data and see it from there in real time. Yeah.
That's right. It's brilliant. That's exactly, I've been talking to quite a few patients about this recently. And this call, she was so cute. This lady was like, and I was like, oh, so how does it work? Because it's quite new. It's not something as a doctor, we would, the practical aspects of it, the readings, yes, I can tell you what to do if it's this, that, the other. And she was telling me, and I was like, oh, tell me again, isn't that great? Oh, you just put it on. That's fantastic. Amazing. And it was just so sweet. She was like, oh, Ducky, I think I know more than you. I said, yeah, you do. I don't know about how to stick it on and all of that stuff. Anyway.
Yeah.
We learn every single day is what I would say.
Yeah. Sometimes I look at doctors and say, you don't really know, do you? You're just figuring this out. At
least I'm just very honest and transparent. I'm like, yes. okay, let me get back to you on that. But the thing is, that's the thing. You're not going to know everything. Nobody
Yeah.
does.
No.
And also, it's also knowing what resources and where to look for this information, because guidelines, well, they pretty much, it's bog standard, but things do change, and
Right.
there's nothing wrong. I share this with my patients all the time, and I was like, you know what, let me double check, and I'll get back to you, and let's find the right treatment or management plan accordingly, and involve somebody else in that decision, because that's what matters anyway.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think the thing that people like authentic honesty from doctors too, because my doctor, my GP, or they call it primary care here, he's been managing it up, and he's been managing my blood sugar up until now. I've gone to the endocrinologist, but he told me, he was honest with me. He said, I am really comfortable where we're at now at helping you. But he goes, if it gets beyond my realm, I will be the first to tell you, you need to get to the endocrinologist. And when I told him where I was and how things were moving, he said, why don't you just set the endocrinologist up now, because they're going to want to do some other things, and that'll move beyond where I'm at. And so he was very honest. So
and that's what you want, really. That's exactly what you want. It's so much better to, it's that honesty, it's that transparency, and not that I think, most doctors do. In fact, all of them should. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's interesting because I came home with this. Here you go. This is what it looks like. That is my box number 1. This one is the sensors that go directly on the back of my arm.
Yeah.
And then we have, this one doesn't have a picture. And then you have the transmitter that clicks into the sensors, and the transmitter then transmits it. And you get an app on your phone. And pretty exciting. I know, technology. But then I won't have to poke my fingers 4 times a day.
Yeah, my patients absolutely love it. They really do. It just makes it so much easier. It really does.
Yes, it does.
So what else have you got planned? You've told me in the next few days. I'm looking forward to co-hosting a few times, I think.
Yeah.
I've got it scheduled. I have not forgotten. That'll be good fun.
I'm glad. I'm glad you have not forgotten. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'd be a little more worried if you had forgotten. Scott's gonna enjoy having you on for sure. No, it is. And I'm gonna need some more of that. So stand by. I may call you in again. Who knows?
Definitely.
But
I love doing that. So I think that's what it is. I was thinking about this. Why is it I'm feeling like stretched? It's because I'm not getting enough playtime. That's why.
Right.
And it's true. I'm kind of catching up on myself when it comes to messages and this. So, but it's more important I take that time for myself and just switch. I need to switch off and meditate and just zone out, which is what I've been doing loads of. But then I'm like, I'm just a bit of a party girl. I'm like, I want to play. I want to go back on my play. I want to play. I want to chat to people I miss. But it'll all settle.
I'm just glad that you had a little time to do that when they were updating you.
Yeah, I know. Ditto. Oh my! And I think that's what it is as well, because I've had that time out, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to do all these.
Yeah, levels. No, I agree. I mean, I think, well, the thing is, sometimes it is hard to come back from vacations or too much time off. I think that's why it's good to have time off, but maybe not too much time off, because then you're like, hey, forget all that stuff. It was way easier when I didn't have to do it.
Yeah. But then I didn't have a choice in that at all. Yeah. It was because I had no laptop. But I did thoroughly enjoy my sunshine sabbatical. I really did. It was lovely. Yeah. It was gorgeous.
No, I agree. Amazing. Well, I think this is a good theme for today, and that is no matter what's going on in your life, everybody, if you're having surgery, if you've worked too much, if you are going through family struggles or other health struggles, let me tell you, enjoy life, enjoy the moments, take some time to walk out. Last night we had, you missed it, Noopy, but it's because you're working too hard. The Russ Reels live last night. So Mark Kagiyama, who's been living with stage 4 cancer and now is doing amazing.
Wow.
They started with telling him, hey, there's nothing we can do for you. Get your life together because you're going to die, basically.
Oh my God.
And he just decided he wanted to live, and he started doing what he needed to do. But the bottom line was, he said when he got out of the all the treatments and the horrible stuff, and he was able to actually go outside after being inside for like 3 months, he said when he was first able to open that door and look outside, he said it was amazing. The sky looked bluer, the trees looked greener. He said the wind and the air smelled fresher. And he said it was just like a whole new experience for him. And he realized all the things that he had been overlooking and missing, all the simple blessings of life that we all take for granted. And really, I mean, we're all blessed. There's way more good than bad, that's for sure.
Yeah. And you know what? That is exactly what I've been doing in this sort of time out. I think that I just want to go back and talk to the birds. I pretended I was like Snow White, for heaven's sake, because I'm just, oh, look at these birds floating down to me. Oh, it's just in a beautiful bubble land. But it was, and it is taking that time, truly connecting, because it's so nourishing. And I just want to go back and do that. Thank you very much.
There you go. That's it.
It rejuvenates me when I'm doing what I do.
Yeah.
With
you need that.
people as well. It's a win-win. It's a two-way process always. Yeah.
No matter how much you love what you do, you need time. And I love what I do, but I get tense and need time to get away and relax. And so let me encourage everybody. We are going to wrap this a little bit early today, but we're going to tell you that this is my gold nugget for you today to remember. And that is stop, breathe, listen to what's going on around you, and enjoy the people you love and the environment that you're blessed to live in. And just get out there and make the most of your life. Don't work yourself to death, or don't get so stressed out by the bad things that are happening, because good and bad things are going to happen. And don't get stressed out. Focus on positive things, and life will be much brighter. It'll be bluer. It'll be greener. It'll be fresher. Just allow it to happen.
And it will be more sunshiny and more sparkly.
And with that, I'm going to kick myself out and let you wrap the show up.
Oh, thank you
Thanks
so much.
for having me on. You're amazing.
No problem. Love you to bits. Thanks for coming. See you soon. Don't go anywhere.
Bye.
I'll see you in the green room. Oh, well, that was an interesting episode, I think, but it is what it is. Thank you for joining me today. And just so you know, see, I've done it again. You can find me here every Monday at 8 p.m. GMT, which is 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. And you can get hold of me on LinkedIn primarily. My Calendly link thing is pretty much everywhere. If you can't get hold of me, get in touch with Russ. He will get hold of me. And I am also on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I wish you all a fabulous week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.